What's up, Bizzy Nation, and welcome to episode number 2 of Tuesday Tube. This playlist documents the process of creating a YouTube channel from scratch. My aim is to help aspiring YouTubers by providing them with tips, insights, and an education around the process of starting a YouTube channel. Sound interesting? Well, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you're notified when we upload our weekly update. Firstly, let's jump into a stat recap from the past 7 days. Now, I'll put an image up over the screen right now showing you a recap of what they are, and I'll talk you through. Now, it's worth noting that the 7 days shown here is from the 18th of March to the 24th of March 2018. And I am currently recording this video on the 26th of March in New Zealand time anyway, and the reason for the difference in days there is a delay by a couple of days in reporting of the stats, so just bear that in mind. Firstly, we have a watch time of 112 minutes, which I'm pretty stoked with. It's an increase of 65% from the previous 7 days, so that is one of the most important things, and I'm pretty happy with that overall. The average view duration is 3 minutes and 59 seconds, which has been declining a little bit over the last few days or so, and that's simply because I haven't uploaded in a wee while, and initially I was probably the main factor in making that watch time go up. I'm not 100% sure whether or not YouTube actually calculates your views into it. I know that they calculate the views into under 301, so if your video has less than 301 views, it will show your own personal views. However, once it gets to 301, then it gets moderated, and if 100 of those views are coming from your own computer constantly refreshing it, then they remove those views and you have to make up the difference in real views, so to speak. So I know a certain amount of that average view duration would be accredited to my own viewing of the videos, and this is for things like posting the comments on there and sharing it. I've got to click over and I let the video run in the background just to give it a small boost initially, because obviously sitting on 7 subscribers at the moment, it's not really going to matter too much. And that is a slight decrease from last 7 days anyway, of 17.5% in view duration. Views in general, 28, and pretty stoked with that. That's a 100% increase from the week before. Some of them would be accredited to myself as well. However, there has been a certain amount of other views that my 1 or 2 specific videos are getting organically, which is awesome, and I'm super excited to see how that progresses. Likes 5, which is an increase of 66%. Comments up 100%. Videos and playlist up 500. So I've started obviously populating some of those playlists with the videos. And subscriber is up 1 this particular 7-day period. 0 last 7 days. So that's always good. And this is someone who's found my videos completely organically. Pretty pumped that that's the case, and hopefully in the next 7 days we can up that by 1 or 2 and continue to grow the channel. A total of 11 videos, uploaded 6 this week, having some time off work, which is awesome. Allowed me to really focus on doing this, and I've grown massively, and the subscriber rate is sitting at 7, as I said. Okay, so what did I learn this week? Well, I've learned quite a lot. As I said, I had some time off work, so I had 7 full days to really focus in on how I can grow my YouTube channel, what I need to learn, if there's any things in particular that I think would massively benefit implementing right now, and basically just setting the foundation for future content and future videos, because I know the more I can learn on these early stages, the more it's going to benefit video quality and obviously viewers and subscribers potentially down the track. So I've really focused in on those key aspects. With that in mind, I started with learning a whole bunch of different hotkeys and a whole different bunch of shortcuts for Premiere Pro, which is helping my video editing skills massively. Now, video editing is completely new to me. Up until about a month ago, I had no experience doing it whatsoever. Started with HitFilm 4 free, and just practiced with that. Learnt as much as I could. Kind of got to the pinnacle of what you could do with that software and decided, you know, I love YouTube, I'm going to upgrade to a paid thing, which was Premiere Pro. It runs you about 29 US per month, but it's well worth the investment, and I've learned so much since starting to use that particular software. In terms of actual video creation, I recorded 8 videos and uploaded and edited 6 of those, so it was a very busy 7-day period, and throughout that creation process I did a lot of research into how to structure the videos and how to basically engage users. And one of the things I came across a lot was you need to hook your viewers in by giving them a value proposition and setting the tone for the rest of the video, really. So I put a lot of focus on creating my first, you know, 10 to 15 second period of the video, enticing people and trying to get them to stay and watch the rest of the video. So that's one thing I put a lot of focus on. As well as that, I really come across a similar theme of making it easy for yourself. You don't want to have to do a whole bunch of different things to actually make the video happen. You know, if you've got to do a 30-minute, 40-minute setup to get your studio, all the lights and everything in the perfect area, and then you've got to take that down after you're done as well. You've got to write out the script for the video, do a whole bunch of different tasks prior to actually jumping in front of the camera and engaging. Then it's going to be very difficult for you to actually adhere to a schedule of uploading regularly, because people like it easy in essence, and the more easy you can make it for yourself, the more likely you actually jump in front of the camera like I am right now and create a video. And at the end of the day, that's the important thing. You want to be uploading content so you can critique it yourself, have other people view it, give their opinion, and then make some small tweaks and adjustments to really, you know, hone your video creation skill. And it's with that ease of creation mindset that I decided to start batching a lot of my tasks together. So for instance, I'd write down, you know, 10 video scripts all at once and just knuckle down for an hour or two until I'd done that. Then I'd move on to the next step, which would be jumping in front of the camera, and I'd record a number of them in quick succession. Now obviously you don't want to get to the stage where it's becoming like, oh, I'm so exhausted, I've been on camera for so long now that my energy levels are depleted, and it really carries through into the other side of the camera. So make sure to take some breaks after maybe 3 or 4 videos, depending on how long you're actually recording, and recuperate some of that energy so that you can bring your A game to each and every video. Then after the video creation process, I'd jump online, upload the videos, and do all of the thumbnails all together, because you've got to be in a different sort of mind frame for each particular thing that you're doing. You know, with the video writing, I'm in brainstorming mode. I'm in, you know, thinking of all these cool ideas. With the creation, I need to start talking fluidly and do my language warm-up so I don't stumble over my words throughout, and just really get into the confidence sort of mind frame of I'm gonna present myself on camera and hopefully come across as engaging and know what I'm talking about. Then when you move to the next steps of uploading and creating thumbnails, you're going into a creative space where you need to be artistic and do those types of things. Then you've also got to write the quick little blog post, so to speak, underneath the post in the description, as well as add tags and do all these other things that people often, you know, just glance over when they think about creating a YouTube channel. All you really see is someone standing in front of a camera and talking, and you're like, oh, maybe I could do that. But you don't realize that the actual video is only a small portion of what's gone into that video in general, in the creation of becoming a successful YouTuber. So I could talk for ages about what I've actually learned this week. In fact, it's been a massive week of progress for me, and I'm super stoked about it. But I think now I'm going to jump into what I've actually implemented, things that I've tweaked and added to my YouTube videos that I think you would benefit from if you're just starting out and you're not really aware of. One of those is to fine-tune your description. Now, I looked at about 100 different videos from 100 different creators and really, you know, tried to see what in their descriptions, these were successful YouTubers obviously, tried to see in the descriptions what was working for them and how they'd structured them out. Then I created a template where I've saved it into a Word document with a whole bunch of different emojis as well and stuff to liven it up. and I use that and I copy and paste that into every single one of my descriptions. Now I also do a small sort of blurb at the top where I use my keywords for that specific video a number of times to help with ranking in Google and just searchability in general. But this always goes in the lower portion, and it contains a lot of links to my website, links to subscribe, all the other social media platforms and things like that that I'm going to be using over and over again, so it makes sense to create a template that I can save myself time in the long run. On the subject of templates, I also created a template for the first comment, the comment that I'll be posting on the videos that I've uploaded. And it's basically just a question of the day with some emojis and a link to the website, and there'll be various different ones relevant to different videos that I'm uploading. For instance, videos on my business, I'll be linking back to my business website. Videos about YouTube creation, I might be linking to this particular playlist, and so forth. So it's just another template that I can use, save a little bit of time. I also did a template on the video structure, so I've now got a structure outlined as to what I expect from each one of my videos, so I can quickly go off and tick, 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 tick if they've got all the goods. While I was in a creative space the other day designing my business card, I decided what the heck, I'm going to update my YouTube channel art as it looked very lackluster at the time. So I did the same as I did with descriptions, went to a whole bunch of successful YouTubers, had a look at what their channel art looked like, and then modeled mine around that. I've updated it, feel free to check it out. I'll post up now if I can, if I have a photo of what it used to be, and then what it is now, just so you can have a look at comparison. Definitely the newer one is better by far. And finally, the last thing I really need to share with you, minus all the boring, day-to-day stuff that I've actually done to make this a reality, is the fact that I've been subscribing to a whole bunch of up-and-coming YouTubers and engaging with them, posting a number of comments on each of their videos, basically trying to add value to them, trying to give them tips and pointers, and as well as just engaging and getting to know these people, because chances are 1 out of maybe every 10 that I'm engaging with is going to carry through to maybe 10,000, 20,000 plus subscribers in the next year or two. In which case I will have formed a valuable relationship. And saying that, I'm not doing this intentionally for the potential opportunity to leverage some influencers in the future if they turn out to be one. I'm doing it because I really like the community, I love YouTube, and I love seeing up and coming creators. So I want to help them out, and if they can help me out as well, that'll be awesome. It's just karma coming back to you. Commenting on all these videos also puts a lot of publicity out there. All of my comments will be on their videos, and people could potentially click over to check out my channel. So it all comes around. I believe that adding all this value that I'm doing to their current videos by liking, sharing, subscribing, etc. will eventually come back around and hopefully help me in the future. However, I'm not banking on it. That concludes the second episode of Tuesday Tube. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe so you can keep up to date with all of the future videos. I'm really excited to see where this will go, and having the opportunity, hopefully in the future, to reflect back from the 50th episode to the second and see how much I've grown. Comment down below with any tips that helped you when you were first starting your YouTube channel. And remember guys, keep up the hustle and don't forget to use your head muscle.